Hey, beautiful souls. How is everyone doing today? It is cold, it is wet, it is freezing rain here in mid-Michigan. We've had this weather for a few days. We're getting some ice, we're freezing. We're being called to be still and to kind of hermit in and to rest and to relax. I'm just waiting for my ride. We got a surprise trip getaway. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I was guided again just to share this because I'm sitting here and I have some extra time, and it's going to be short and sweet, so I say. Yeah, and so what I forgot to talk about in my other video that I posted today was, let's just do like a little reset. Let's do a cleansing and clearing of your apps, of your subscriptions. So I heard this the other day, and I started doing this a while ago. So a little tip and trick is in part of the video that I talked about today is just, again, taking a different direction, replacing one thing with another thing, things that you're doing on repeat, unconsciously, on a daily basis, like Groundhog's Day, like you just brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand, or take a different direction, go to a different store, park in a completely different spot, and do this often. Because this shifts the energy that's stuck, that's lethargic, that's stagnant, but it also shifts your timelines. Okay, so it's another another trick and hack to just change your reality, and knowing that doing this is probably going to set you up to see those signs, synchronicities, and key codes that you've coded yourself with, that your team has given you, that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. All right, 144 on the timer for confirmation. So we only have a few days left of this year. This year, the snake. Woohoo! Who is freaking ready for 2026? I don't know about you, but I am. It's been a year of magic and messy and healing and clearing and transmuting and just transmuting and cleansing and clearing and transmuting and crying and all of that. So 212 on the timer. We are moving into the year of the horse, the fire horse, fast, rapid movement, new beginnings, the year of the one, completion, new beginnings, okay? So you've got the completion card, the world card, and then the fool card. All right. So again, just going back to the video before, that what I forgot to do was like, and I've heard this, and I did this unconsciously, and then I did it even more just the other day when I reheard it in another video, is get rid of any subscriptions you are not using. Like, if you are not using subscriptions, quit paying for them. Delete all of the apps from those subscriptions and cancel those subscriptions, because a lot of these you forget about and they're just being docked off of your credit cards or your debit cards or whatever you're paying those. So if you're not using them regularly, like on a few times a week, if not, even less, get rid of them. I got rid of my Netflix subscription probably, earlier this year, just because I wasn't using it. I basically transitioned into watching a lot of my stuff off of YouTube. And then a few months ago, I signed up for YouTube without commercials, which is glorious. I highly recommend it. We don't watch a lot of regular TV. We've got apps that we use like Prime and some other things like that. But any paid subscriptions, delete, unsubscribe, cancel them, and let those funds come back to you. All right. Oh, and delete the apps. All right. So, and see where that makes space. That makes for space for new. So again, especially if you're not using these subscriptions, get rid of them. Yes, I accidentally signed back up for Netflix. My kiddo was home for Christmas break, and so here's some stuff on there that I can't watch otherwise, and so we signed up for the month, and then I basically, when I realized what I did, and so I canceled it. So it'll be done in January. So that's done. 414 on the timer. So that's a purging of your technology and cleansing and clearing that out. Again, please, if you're not, quit giving your money away. And it's not a lack thing, it's just a non-use thing. You're gonna empty your cup so you can fill it up with what you are wanting to pay your attention and your awareness to now versus the old you. Remember, this is the new version of you, right? This is the new version of you. The other thing I suggest, which is really fun, how 444 on the timer is, how you've got your app set up on your computer, your phone, especially the phones where you have many screens and the apps are set up in a specific way. Here's a fun thing to do, especially for your brain and your you'll see this really quick. Like redo your home screens, like completely like shuffle them around often. So I've been trying to remember to do this every month or every couple months. I actually just reshuffled it again, where I completely put different apps on different pages and in different spots. And I'm still finding myself just unconsciously going to click on something like where my map app was, and now Pandora is there, or, you know, things like that. So just, there's another suggestion just to kind of clean house, or to play and have fun and change the timelines, play with the field, and just shift those around and see what happens, because you're guaranteed you're probably going to just start automatically just still clicking on where you're used to having a Facebook app or your Instagram app. Completely shuffle those around on each page. Is your main page that you see either on your phone or your computer. I don't know how computers work, 'cause I don't have one right now. But on the pages on your phones, shuffle it around. So if you have typically that certain things on the front page, shuffle those around in different places, or completely move them over to another page and then shuffle that page around. And then if you have another page, shuffle that around. And then play with that structure and see how that shifts your reality. Because these small things, like, we forget as humans that just sometimes the smallest things are the biggest shifts. They're the biggest things that create a new reality. It basically shifts your reality in the form of jumping timelines. Remember, because there's many things going on at once. There's many timelines going on all at one time. And so just by making just a little shift in switching, you know, unsubscribing all of the junk, emptying the cup even more with technology, paying your attention to the new stuff that you want to pay your attention to, get rid of any of the news feed. Again, if you got any new stuff, get it off. If you have any news apps or anything like that, I highly just throw that in the trash, delete it, unsubscribe, whatever it is, get rid of it. Okay? Step away from that platform. And then again, just playing around with your apps and just shuffling them around and see what happens in your reality. Play around with it and have fun and see what happens. Okay? And maybe let me know in a few weeks if you had fun. 717 on the timer. So if you had fun and shuffle it around. And I just did this last night or the day before, and I'm catching myself. Like I said, I went to click. I'm like, why am I? Oh, because the app is like almost similar in color. So I kept clicking on the wrong thing because my mind knows where that was on my phone. It just automatically went to that. So again, do this throughout your day too. Just shuffle things around. If you normally do things in a specific order, do it opposite. You know, and go back to the Seinfeld episode where George did everything. It was like opposite. Everything he did was the opposite of what he would normally do. And his world and his reality shifted for the positive, if I remember correctly. So go ahead and check that Seinfeld episode out where George went in and was just doing, it was opposite day or whatever. Like if he would normally wear clothes, certain things, then he would, you know, wear a velour tracksuit, or if he ate a certain food, he'd change it to something completely opposite. Or if he, you know, had a specific routine, he did something completely the opposite. And he found out by shifting his reality, things changed. All right. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.